Hello, dear teachers. My name is Jang-il. I'm glad to welcome you to our tea club. Before we start our lesson, I want you to think about why we need to teach our students idioms, how to teach an idiom, and how to make sure that your students actually understand the meaning of it. Today, I will show how I teach an idiom through an icebreaker. Hello, boys and girls. How are you today? This year, you are already in the 6th grade. You are standing right in the middle of your studying journey. Are you excited to start your lessons at school? Of course you are. Well, then let's put our thinking caps on. By the way, do you know what it means? To put your thinking cap on, let's look at this picture. What do you think she's thinking about? Is she thinking about funny things? Probably not. Looks like she's thinking about serious things. Maybe she's thinking about what she will be doing after classes. If you ask me what my plans are for the next summer, I will say, let me put my thinking cap on now. It means I will think hard or I will think creatively. Now, everybody, put your thinking caps on, look at these pictures, and tell me, what are we going to talk about today? What do you see in the pictures? Yes, you're right. Today, we will talk about school subjects. Now, look at these pictures, read the names of school subjects and match them. Now, work with your partner and compare your answers. Well, let's check your answers all together. What subject is it? Yes, it's English. What about this one? Correct, math. What subject is in picture number 3? You're right, it's chemistry. What about this picture? I think that everybody knows the name of this subject. Am I right? Yes, it's information technology, shortly IT. What about this picture? It's geography. And what about this beautiful picture? Of course, it's music. How do we pronounce the names of school subjects? Listen, look at the table and notice the stress. Math, English, music, chemistry, geography. Now, listen and repeat. Math, English, music, chemistry, geography. Now, work with your friend and ask a question. What subject is it? It's information technology. Now, read the sentences and decide if they are true or false. It's time to work with your friend now and compare each other's answers. Okay, let's have some exercise now. Everyone, stand up. What are we going to do now? I read the statement, you stretch to the right if the statement is correct, and stretch to the left if the statement is incorrect. Remember, You stretch to the right if the statement is correct and stretch to the left if it is incorrect. For example, we study numbers, shapes, and do calculations in music. Is it correct? No, it's incorrect. We study numbers, shapes, and do calculations in math. So, will you stretch to the right or to the left? To the left. Why? Yes, because it's incorrect. All right, ready? We see maps, learn about other countries, cities, and populations in geography. Yes, stretch to the right because it is correct. We do experiments in IT. Is it correct? No, it's incorrect. Stretch to the left. And the last one. We study the language people from the US, the UK in English. And it's absolutely right. I stretch to the right. Well done. Now, talk to your friends and ask a question. What's your favorite subject? Ask them also why they like it. Let them put their thinking caps on. And our lesson is over. For your homework, I want you to put your thinking caps on again and come back next time with good ideas for the Thanksgiving celebration project. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time. Dear teachers, I'm delighted to get back to you and have some tea time with you now. Okay, let's discuss our mini lesson. You may recall I started my lesson with a warmer and presented a new idiom then. I love idioms. Idioms are an enjoyable way of using language and they really give a language its character. Do you remember what I did to make sure my students understand the meaning of the idiom? I showed a picture of a girl and I asked questions. What do you think she's thinking about? Is she thinking about funny things or serious things? Then I also personalized it. I said, if you ask me what my plans are for the next summer, I will say, let me put my thinking cap on now. Questions and examples help students understand the meaning better. So please, never hesitate to ask your students more questions. You probably noticed I didn't pre-teach the school subjects. Can 6th graders have some problems with naming them? No, but it might be difficult for them to pronounce the words correctly. So I spent some time to practice the stress and pronunciation. As for the task that followed, what did the students practice? Yes, we worked on the meaning and pronunciation. When students asked and answered this question by pointing to the pictures, they repeated the vocabulary. Drilling exercise helped our students learn how to pronounce the words correctly. In the very last activity, we used the think, pair, share technique. First, students worked individually, then worked with a partner, and lastly, we checked their answers in open class. Why did we do that? May I ask you to put your thinking caps on now? I used the idea with the stretching in the last stage. That was another way of checking the exercise in open class. Always choose some fun ways to help your students learn better. I used the brain break activity like the one I showed. You can adapt this true-false activity and ask your students to sit if the statement is true or stand up if the statement is false. I'm sure you will find a variety of ways to run this activity to make your class enjoyable for your students. Now, let's sum up 3 main points we discussed. What kind of communicative activities did I use in my demo lesson? Or what kind of elements of communicative methodology did I use? First, always ask questions to check whether students understand the meaning of a new word, phrase, or an idiom. Second, encourage your students to use the language to practice it. First, allow them work individually, then with a partner, and give them a chance to share their ideas in open class. Remember, think, pair, share. Third, try to use bodily kinesthetic activities to keep your students concentrated and motivated. Let children move, stretch, and relax. I hope that my lesson was useful and that you learned something new. If you have any questions regarding the lesson or methodology, please write to our email or in our website forum. Need to get this info? Lingua T Club is always open to our professional talk. Bye for now.